What's cracking, fam? Happy Saturday evening. T-Money up in the heezy. Hope everybody's doing well today. I just want to apologize in advance for the fan that I have blowing on my sweaty, miserable self. It's freaking hot. So gotta have that rocking for this video. I know it's annoying, but so yeah, I was gonna do a video yesterday and I ended up not having time to do it. So here we are today, Saturday. And actually, I'm glad I waited because a few more things came in the mail today that I can share with you guys. So, I'm wearing my new shirt, my Slaughter High shirt that I showed off in my last video, which I freaking love. So, yes, let me take a swig of this nice warm seltzer, and we will get started. So, I've got a nice size package from Shout Factory that came today or yesterday, and then I've got a package from Ronin and a package from Walmart because I actually had a gift certificate that was just sitting unused for like months in my email. So I was like, they had a movie that I had Googled and it was advertised for sale on Walmart. So I was like, fuck, that'd be the perfect thing to use, because I don't shop at Walmart very much, so it was the perfect thing to use this gift certificate for, because, yeah, like I said, I don't really shop at Walmart. So, alright, let's get into the update. So I have two movies that I haven't opened, or that I opened, rather. This one was from eBay, it came today. Fucking Frailty, this movie's awesome. Yeah, actually, Pizzal, shout out to Pizzal. I watch him a lot. You guys know that. He's great. He showed this off he recently did a movie tour collection, and he showed this off, and I was like, damn, I didn't even know Frailty was on Blu-ray. So it's a great movie. I didn't know it had a Blu-ray release, so I'm stoked to grab it. It's pretty generic, just like run-of-the-mill Lionsgate Blu-ray, but, there's a UV code and a disc inside, so cool, fair enough. It's a great movie, so awesome. And then 1984. This movie just came out on Criterion Collection on Tuesday, and why not grab it? I kind of had been scoping out my local Barnes & Noble for it, and it wasn't there, so I ended up grabbing it on Amazon for like 22 bucks, I think, shipped. So really, I mean, even because the 50% sale is still going on, but $2 more, whatever price I had to pay to get it. So awesome. Love when they release movies that I want to pick up during the sale time. It's pretty rare, but it happens. So there we go. And I'm stoked because I got my my Criterion Collection Godzilla box set pre-ordered from Jesse over at Diabolic. I got that pre-ordered on Friday, so super stoked, just waiting on that to come. Obviously, it's not going to be for a few months, but yeah, I'm just pumped. It's an amazing release. So, and also, SRS Cinema is releasing two super obscure Japanese Godzilla-esque films on Blu-ray as well, that they just put the pre-order up for. I think they're burn on demand, I was told, but still, I mean, they're two films that have never had a release. I don't even know if they've had a DVD release. Previously only available on bootleg, which is really weird that SRS Cinema got the rights to release a BDR version of those two movies. But it's cool nonetheless. I mean, we need, to get those films on Blu-ray, so I'm down. Part of me wishes that I waited because the OCD in me wants like the official release, but I feel like it's kind of a gamble. Even though I think sales are going to be pretty good, I don't know if they've sold out. They're only, usually when SRS Cinema puts a film out on Blu-ray, they only do like 50 to 100 print run. But being that those films kind of have, I feel like, more of a following, interest in coming out on Blu-ray or in HD, I feel like they're going to sell quick and then probably release a standard edition release, which I would prefer to have than a BDR, but what are you going to do? Alright, so now we will get into this mystery Walmart Blu-ray. Razor blade. And this film I have heard a bit about, and I'm actually really surprised that Walmart was selling it of all places. Because it seems like it might just be some sort of indie release. I don't know much about it, so we're going to find out together right now. So what I got from Wally World is a film by the name of Portraits of Andrea Palmer. Let's open without getting finger burn. Pretty hard to do. But my fingers are really like numb from playing guitar my whole life. So they're immune to it. But cool, so just a standard Blu-ray edition from Tomorrow Productions. I'll read you guys a synopsis on this one just because I feel like it's pretty obscure. Andrea Palmer, well, first of all, the film is from 2017, spends her days working as a cam girl. After having an online breakdown, she receives an unexpected and too good to be true offer to come to Los Angeles and work full-time as an erotic model. Jumping on what seems like a perfect opportunity for financial independence, Andrea immediately travels to LA, but no sooner than arriving, discovers that she's been conned and finds herself stranded and alone. Relying on what she knows best, she begins working as an escort, losing a bit of herself with each new client and becoming more and more willing to perform the most vile of sexual services. A decision which can only end in tragedy and violence. Photographed in 16mm and co-starring Sheena Rose, Chad Alva, and the legendary William Margold, in his final on-screen performance, Portraits of Andrea Palmer presents a nightmarish glimpse into a sexual hell where pleasure, pain, and perversity all blend into one. So, not what I expected, if I'm being honest, but for all I knew this was going to be like Unfriended or something, what's that other really good movie that has to do with the actress that starts going batshit crazy? Oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Sorry, it's not coming. But anyways, excited to check that out. 2.2, 2.2. Starry Eyes. See, I knew where it was located, and that's pretty rare. So I had to go and find it. Starry Eyes. So I don't know, but it sounds a bit different from that. So sorry, guys. You guys know that compulsion in me. I just can't let it go when something's on the tip of my tongue. So, all right. So we're gonna save the Shout Factory package last. Those of you who follow me on Instagram know that I posted a picture with this bad boy yesterday. So I actually waited 24 hours to open this just for you guys. So yeah, you should feel privileged about that. Kidding. All right. So Ronin flicks. You should not feel privileged about that. I should be proud of myself for not opening that bad boy up and having some discipline for once. We'll say that. All right, Ronin Flicks, the amazing Ronin Flicks, put out 2 movies. One I love, and I am very curious to see what is new and different about this release. The other, I've never seen before. But you know what? Before I open this, I'm going to do you guys a solid. Hold on another 2 seconds. Very sorry. I had to grab something so I can do a little compare and contrast for you guys. So it was important that I grabbed that. But yeah, so 2 new films out by Ronin. First up, we have the one that I haven't seen. And I'm psychotic. You guys know me. I ordered 2 copies of each. And before you guys go and say, oh, you're a fucking nut job, relax, take a deep breath, and consider the fact that maybe when I reach 1,000 subscribers, if I ever do, these items will be included. These extra items that I bought 2 copies of will be included in a giveaway. But if you just start talking trash, and you know, most of you guys are cool and don't do that. Alright, I digress. So, the movie that I love and I'm very curious about, Terror Train, gets its Ronin debut, I guess. Not its debut Blu-ray release, because I have an extra slipcover of this. So we have Terror Train by Ronin, and we have Terror Train, which is actually one of the first Scream Factory releases. So what I'm going to do, I just randomly decided I was going to do this. I'm going to do a little compare and contrast for you guys, so you can kind of get a sense of which release might be the one to pick up. Although this release is very hard to find with a slipcover. It's extremely rare and expensive, but I think you could still pick up. No, I correct myself. I'm pretty sure Terror Train is out of print from Scream Factory, so get that thought out your head. Sorry about that. So this may be the only way to go for this film. But in any case, I'm going to give you guys a comparison. So the new release from Ronin is really cool, actually. I dig this cover artwork quite a bit. Really love that purple poppy. That's not going to work. There's the inside. You do get reversible cover artwork, which I am going to display, which is still different from Scream Factory's release, so I like that as far as the cover artwork goes. So you have that for the interior, and then you have the newly commissioned cover artwork for the slipcover. So as far as the special features on the Scream Factory release, you get an interview with production executive Don Carmody. You get You get interviews with production executive Don Carmody, producer Daniel Grodnick, producer designer Glenn Bidwell, and composer John Mills Cockle. Theatrical trailer, TV spot, and still gallery. That's the Scream Factory release. This release from 2019 from Scorpion and Ronin Flicks, obviously, you get a brand new 2K scan of the original internegative with additional restoration work done. So I'm assuming this is a new transfer. It's going to be slightly better than Scream Factory's release, just assuming. Brand new on-camera interview with director Roger Spottiswoode, which is exclusive to this release. A brand new on-camera interview with writer Judith Rasco, which is exclusive to this release. An interview with production executive Don Carmody, producer Daniel. So that interview is, I think, ported over from the Scream Factory release. So you do get 2 new exclusive interviews, which are big. I mean, you get one with the director and one with the writer. And then that's about it. That's about the only difference. So I would say go pick this up. You're going to get a better transfer. You're going to get 2 new interview features. That's awesome. So go pick this up, I would suggest. Right now, because, you know, the industry is hot and shit is limited, so I don't know. It's just a suggestion. But there's the front. There's the back. Good old multi-masked killer, and the spine. Front, back, and spine is a term that so many YouTubers use, so I try not to say it, just to be different. Not that it matters or there's a problem with it. I just don't like to refer to things that I show as that. But anyways, I just showed you that. So next up We have a movie I've never seen before. This is perfect, this box I can rest on. I'm tired. I mowed today in like 90-degree weather, and and I was also lying out in the sun all day, so I'm just kind of whipped or whooped or whatever the word is. I just feel kind of beat. So we have The Mummy's Revenge. I don't know if this movie was released by Studio Canal UK. It may have had that release, I'm not sure. But I wish I kind of knew in advance. If you guys know, comment. Please let me know. Is The Mummy's Revenge, starring Paul Naschy and Jack Taylor, is this the first Blu-ray release of this film worldwide, or what? What's the deal? I know they had boasted about this a while ago. So I think it might be exclusive, but I'm not 100% sure. Special features on this release include a commentary with Troy Howarth, who is like a big historian, film nut guy. Linear notes from writer Mirek Lipinski, trailers, and Fury of the Wolfman and the Hanging Woman. So you get trailers for 3 movies, linear notes, and a commentary with Troy Howarth. It says on extended cut, so I am not sure if there are multiple cuts of this release included in this. I only see one cut. It's the extended cut, 91. Oh yes, there are. Sorry, excuse me. So you get an extended composite cut, 91 minutes, and then you get a shorter version of the film, which is 89 minutes. I actually kind of dig that they don't include that in the special features, just because it's not a special feature. I mean, it is in a sense, but you know, 2 cuts of a film aren't. When I think of a feature, I think of like a commentary or an interview, something like that. But anyways, inside of this is very interesting. It's not reversible cover artwork, but it's just basically a huge write-up about the film, which is actually super rad. So here, if you guys want to pause it and read it on your own terms, feel free to do that. Sorry about my fingers getting in the way. And it's small print, so you guys can pause it. I think you can zoom in maybe, hopefully. But yeah, so that's that. Really excited to check this one out. Love me some Paul Naschy, and a lot of his films are getting decent HD releases from Scream Factory and Code Red and Scorpion and various other distributors. I'm not sure if Code Red actually did put out any Naschy. I think they did though. So yeah, and also you can't forget about like Studio Canal UK putting out a lot of awesome. I don't know if this is a Hammer film, but you know what I mean. 70s goodness. Alright, so Paul Naschy. So written by Paul Naschy, directed by wow, I didn't know he wrote it. He stars in it obviously, but directed by Carlos Ared. I don't know him. Ared. But awesome. So The Mummy's Revenge on Blu-ray from Scorpion. Alright, last up we have a box of goodness from the fine folks over at Scream Factory. And when I say fine folks over at Scream Factory, I actually mean that, because anytime I ever have a question or an issue with something, say I get a slipcover that's destroyed in the mail, which has happened a lot, a poster that's destroyed prior to when they were doing tubes and stuff, they've always hooked me up. They've always been like right there, you know, within 24 hours to, so I mean, I feel like a lot of times I'll say that and I don't mean it, so it's nice to mean it. They really are a good company. So we have 4 flicks in this box of goodness. We will start with the lone. Wait a second. Confused now. I'm going to ask you guys a question in a minute because I'm not sure of something. But we have the Reptile, which was actually also put out by Studio Canal UK. This movie's great. Just some good 60s, mid-60s, you know, practical creature effects. Just good stuff. I think is this a Hammer film? I don't know. But it's directed by John Gilling. Creepy tale about a small village in Cornwall. Not Cornwall, Vermont, I don't believe. Cornwall, probably England or something. There is a Cornwall, Vermont, though. Fun fact. Suffering from an outbreak of mysterious deaths is one that should not be missed, says somebody at Bloody Disgusting. The Reptile. So yeah, I mean, if you guys like creature features with some good practical effects, with a nice 50s, 60s feel, check it out for sure. Bunch of special features. You get presented in 2 different aspect ratios. New audio commentary with author, film historian Steve Haberman, filmmaker, film historian Ted Newsom, and filmmaker, film historian Konstantin Nazir. New interview with first assistant director William P. Cartledge. That's awesome since it's from the 60s. He must be super old. The Serpent's Tail documentary. World of Hammer episode Wicked Woman. So you get a World of Hammer episode Wicked Women. Theatrical trailer, TV spot. So a lot of awesome stuff on this one, and it is a Hammer film. I stand corrected. It is a Hammer film. So awesome. Always love when they throw in the bonus episodes. Really cool. Chock full. So I would say you should pick that one up for sure. Next up we have Lust for a Vampire, another Hammer production. Never seen this movie, from 1971, but I'm really excited because I love any vampire Dracula movie, especially from Hammer. So let's see what we get in this one. We get reversible cover artwork, so that's awesome. You have the option to display that or this. I think I'm going to keep the one that's on here. It's a little bit more colorful. But yeah, directed by Jimmy Sangster. New 4K scan of the original film elements presented in 2 aspect ratios. New audio commentary with film historian Bruce Hallenbach. New interview with actress Mel Churcher from 1971. That's awesome. Audio commentary by director Jimmy. Ooh, nice. You get a director commentary with the director and actress Susanna Lee. And Hammer Films historian Marcus Hearn. Theatrical trailer, radio spot, still gallery. So awesome. Lust for a Vampire. Love me some sexy vampire flicks. So my pops is going to love this one as well. So yeah, stoked on that one for Sheezy. And last but not least, we have kind of, what do you call it? Okay, so I have a question. They released, finally, Quatermass in the Pit gets a Blu-ray release. This movie has an alternate title. I always forget the name of it. But the original Hobbs End, London, while working on a new subway tunnel for London Underground, a group of construction workers uncover a strangely shaped skull. Nearby, another discovery, a large, mysterious, and impenetrable metal object. Initially mistaken for an unexploded bomb, the object and its strange power turn out to be far more horrific than anybody, and I mean anybody, no, I'm just kidding, could have possibly imagined. Is it of this earth? Could it be the ancestral link to mankind's evolution? Or could it be an ancient link to the unleashing of the ultimate evil? There's only one man capable of unraveling the clues, and his name is Professor Bernard Quatermass, a man of science who thrives on the dark mysteries of the world, played by Andrew Keir. Written by the legendary screenwriter Nigel Neal, Quatermass in the Pit is a seminal British sci-fi classic for its U.S. release. 20th Century Fox. The film was retitled 5 Million Years to Earth. My bad. So that was the ultimate title. I'm glad they included that. Chock full of special features. I'm kind of running out of juice here, so why don't you guys go ahead and pause that. And you can get a gander at the features. You do get reversible cover artwork as well, which is awesome. And it's the alternate title, 5 Million Years to Earth, so that's super cool. So yeah, Quatermass in the Pit making its Blu-ray debut, U.S. Blu-ray debut. I know it has a Region B release as well, but so there's that. And of course we have Quatermass 2. Now I know there are 3 Quatermass films. My question is Scream Factory releasing all 3? Because apparently I didn't buy all 3. So if you guys know the answer to that, please let me know in the comment section below. By then I'll probably have checked anyway, but feel free. Let me know. Is the 3rd one good? Is it worth picking up? I'm going to get it anyway, but let me know. New 2K scan of this film. This is the sequel to the original one. The original Quatermass in the Pit is from 1967. And the second one, I'm getting saucy, guys. The second one is from, it's kind of hot down here, there's no AC. I'm sorry. So the first one, fuck. Am I like, no, this is definitely, I'm confusing myself now. Why does this say this is from 67? And then Quatermass 2 is from 57. So what's going on? Fill me in. I've never seen these movies. I apologize. Let me know. Quatermass 2 is the second and most talked about of the three science fiction stories written by Nigel Keel and based on the critically acclaimed 1953 BBC series. Professor Quatermass, played by blah blah blah. I'm not going to go into the synopsis on this one, but maybe, is it Quatermass, Quatermass 2, Quatermass in the Pit being the third? I'm not sure. I feel like maybe I didn't buy the original, which is a major problem, so I gotta go do that. Anyways, sorry guys, I've embarrassed myself enough. I'm gonna go. I'm dripping in sweat, so have a fantastic weekend. Stay tuned for a new update soon. Scream Factory fucking rocks. I don't know why I just said that. I love you guys. Peace.